TGC Requiem here. We are back with a Goryo's Vengeance, Kiki's Vengeance League. This is actually a pretty fantastic opening hand, and we're on the play, so we'll keep this. Oh, we're not on the play. Sorry, for some reason he just must have kept before I even realized it. So he's just going to play a fetch and pass. So we're just going to open up here. Going to fetch into a Blood Crypt and open up with a Faithless Looting. Pretty safe to pitch both Grizzlebrands here. So opponent probably thinks we're on Grizz Shoalbrand, which is not true. So, So maybe this is Primeval Scape Shift or Prime Shift or whatever that deck is called. I don't think there's really any reason here to slow down. So unless, I mean, it's possible he's holding Dispel. So having one bolt in hand is pretty good here as well. So if we look at what we want to keep here, probably want these four for sure. I think we want a Snappy. We want access to a fetch. We don't need two fetches though. We can probably go Island. I think right now those would be the 7 we keep. The question is if we want to draw 7 more. So if we draw 7 more, it gives us a better chance of drawing into a Kiki to pitch. Obviously puts us down some life, but I don't think he really... see, because he could be running bolts as well, though. So if we were to fetch and he had 2 bolts to help early, then that could be some problems. So then there's the question of whether or not we want to keep Jace. No, because we could actually Vengeance him back. Yeah. So I think this is, we're just actually gonna hold here. So he actually, yeah, so if he's not running any blue, if this is just straight red-green, then we're A-okay. 7, 8. So now we're in position to actually Grizzlebrand. Oh yeah, this is game over. So Grizzlebrand, Lightning Bolt, that's game. Alright, so that's game one off the back of double McNasties. So thinking based on what he's gonna probably be trying to do here. How do those decks work? So I don't really fully know the red-green scape shift. And this is Naya from what we saw. I just don't know if it's worth trying to do anything beyond racing. Obviously red's important. Assuming he's trying to get to Primeval Titan, so there is some desire to bring in some hard removal. But I feel like we're still kind of just in the let's go for it mentality. I don't think there's a whole lot. I think we could probably pull Tasigur. We saw white, so he possibly is running Rest in Peace. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot more I want to do here. I don't even know that we need to run any counter magic. I think we just add a couple removal spells here, and it's possible one Deprive might be alright though. I think since we're kind of in a race, just what do they use? Would negate? No, I think let's just streamline with a couple pieces of removal. Kind of put the onus on our opponent here in game two. So he's on the play. We do potentially have the ability to get Jace down. I think he's going to be more proactive to creatures, prepared to handle creatures. I don't know, we didn't really do creatures. I feel like this is good. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like with the Jace here on the draw, Farseek, search your library for a Plains Island Swamp or Mountain card, put it on the battlefield tapped. Yeah, I think we're okay with this. Just trying to decide if we wanted to save any life there for the Valakut triggers down the road, but I don't think it's really relevant considering they're going to be smashing some face too. Nahiri. Discard if you do draw a card. So this is actually the Naya Prime Shift deck I was thinking it might be. I think I saw a deck list about it. So we could go the route of snapping in Deceiver, Exarch to tap down one of their lands. I think, see, the tough thing here is, do we make that play now? I think we give this a turn, let him marinate. If he downticks Nahiri, that's to our favor. Yep, so he's going for the combo with Emrakul. So we're actually going to untap Jace here. And then I'm not sure. Okay, so he's putting Primeval down. So actually, so long as we hit Agorio's Vengeance here, this is game. So the thought here is if we play the Misty Rainforest over the Sulphur Falls, we have Murderous Cut to get rid of the Titan, so we can definitely keep Nahiri off for another turn. So we got a couple lines here. We can pitch Kiki, but if we pitch Kiki and don't draw Goryo's Vengeance, we're kind of done. Although if we attack Exarch into Nahiri, he has to crack it down too. I think at this point we actually just pitch Grizzlebrand. Okay. That was actually stupid. No need to do that there. We start with eluding. So this is kind of perfect. We don't even have to Murderous Cut the Titan now. So now we can Exarch to tap down Nahiri and have the ability to hard cast Kiki the next turn and potentially do this. I think we're actually okay to pitch Bloodstained Mire and Murderous Cut. And then we can go tap down his Primeval Titan. hold Nihiri off her combo with Emrakul. Oh, we didn't have to use the Murderous Cut there anyway. Okay, so I didn't think about the fact Through the Breach was going to exile it, and when is it? At the beginning of the next end step, yeah. So he cast that at the end step of his turn. So we got him a little tight here. He's going to do a hard cast prime time now, which basically wins us the game if he doesn't have a lightning bolt. Oh, unless he points. So if he points them all at me. Okay, so if he doesn't kill the Exarchs, granted he couldn't kill both Exarchs anyway. I guess he could have down-ticked Nahiri to kill one. So we're kind of just hoping he doesn't have a lightning bolt here. And it looks like that's the case. So we're going to combo out here. He's going to make us do it the hard way, which is fine. There he goes. All right. So 2-0, not a bad start. So I would say I think the decision to go the route we went was right, because this kind of is just combo v combo speed, and since he is kind of more, I mean, it's important to note the Through the Breach is there, not something I was thinking of because I don't really know this deck very well. It probably would have been worth it to have some Dispels or possibly Negates to offset Nahiri or Through the Breach. The Negates may have actually played pretty well. So, anywho, we'll be back for round 2 soon.